You just throw in the...
Right. So just so you know, we are recording now. So
all the time, Boris, despite your hair color.
That's it. You can't always bring your A game.
And
there's times when you've got to sit back and relax and just go with the flow.
And the fire in your anus.
We've got 3 episodes out so far. We've got 3 out so far where you've been bringing that A game. Just relax a little bit.
Chill, sit back.
Let's just sit back and enjoy the show.
Let you fuckers talk.
And speaking of the show, let's get on with damn things. It will be.
And on the 3rd day, God created the Remington bolt-action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
There's no shortage of miscreants in this world, Sheriff.
The Legion of the Storyman Legion.
For the Legion of Extraordinary Miscreants, famous for their sins and their whiskey sins. They laugh in the face of the law, 'cause they had nothing to lose at all. Nothing to lose at all.
Or, as it turns out, a lot to lose.
Good evening, you absolute meaty mass of meandering miscreants. How are you, by the way? I'm, of course, the Scott the Sasquatch Taylor, joined, of course, again tonight to my left. I'll start off with the Boris, what can we say? Boris, the badass buggery merchant. And, of course, to my right-hand side, we've got Tiny, the gigantic Germanic... right. Actually, Boris, I'll see you back here.
I can't think of anything nice to say about
Can we think about word we can use for gigantic Germanic?
Well, it doesn't rhyme with elephant.
Jelly baby. So anyway, folks, welcome to tonight's episode of the Legion of Extraordinary Miscreants. We are now on episode 4, gentlemen. Well done.
Jesus
Right
Christ.
applause. Well, episode 4.
Yay.
Absolutely delighted. Of course,
not a single complaint?
we've not a complaint
Death
so
threat?
far.
Well,
I'm amazed. We've been, what are we now? So, of course, we're sticking to our 2 weekly format.
Yeah.
And so far, listeners are climbing and climbing. I've had some good feedback. I've had folks saying they've genuinely LOL'd, which is always good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have a mate in Newcastle. Hi, if you're listening. Apparently, he was working on his bathroom this week, and
Yes.
he listened to episode 2 entitled "White Trainers."
White trainers.
And he had to stop working on his
In
bathroom
honor of my uncle.
because
Yes.
he was crying
R.I.P.
with laughter so hard that he couldn't see what he was doing.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
That's nice.
yeah.
That's nice.
But crying with laughter.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay. I was
Can I-
crying
it's
because it was
important,
bringing back some
Bringing back
horrible
memories.
for him.
Yeah.
Can I just continue his story? So he's in the bathroom, right? Imagine if you will. Listen, I'm going to paint you a picture with my words, right? He's in the bathroom. He's tiling, in hyphens tiling, right, in the bathroom. He's jacking it, and let's face
Spray
it,
painting.
after hearing our show, right, he's jacking it whilst on a step ladder over the lava. So the plan is, right,
I've
you're
got
jacking it.
butterflies.
Well, listen, you're jacking it, right?
Yeah.
You've got the rectum hovering over that pan. We're going to say, maybe 5 feet above the pan?
Yeah.
And the plan is to release the contents of your bowels at the point of ejaculation. So that's where he is right now, right?
Oh, my fucking
Whilst listening to our soothing voices
Our
over
dulcet
the airwaves.
tones.
Our dulcet tones. Exactly. He gets to the tickly bit, right? He's just starting to get that kind of, that kind of pre-cum kind of whistle.
The vinegar stroke.
The what stroke?
The vinegar stroke.
Oh, the vinegar. Oh, why? Why? I thought I was going to be able to beep there. Hold, you can't say the N word.
Yeah.
So he's got to the vinegar stroke, and Jesus whip.
Sorry.
Is that a get out clause to get out of this? Say that word. He's gone to the vinegar stroke, right? And he's about to release onto the world. However, whilst you get that jelly leg thing going on like a shitting dog when
I
you
think,
hit
I
that
think
bit.
the hand movements are really doing it for me here, Scott.
He's come
Carry
off
on.
the ladder, right? He's come off
Keep
at
going.
speed, right? And he's come off the ladder. He's landed arse first on the toilet brush, right? Whoop! Up it goes. Boom! Bash! Bong! Oh shit! I can't get this out. One of those wooden ones, where they can knobbly end of the ring end
Yep.
for hanging on
Maybe-
things.
maybe
It's
splinters pointing
jammed
the wrong
in.
way.
It's jammed in. He has to go now to A&E, but he can't drive. He can't sit in a car and drive it. You see.
This story's got arms and legs.
It's fucking insane.
I'm just giving you the story of what happened in my mind when you told me of this man. I'm just telling you right now, he's in A&E.
Are you diagnosed with ADHD?
Trying to explain. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Trying to explain to the nurses. Honestly, I slept. So thank you for listening to our show. I do appreciate
Tiling.
it, but I want to hear the whole story.
Stop.
Tiling on a ladder and slipping off.
No, that's good.
And then slipping on, yeah. But
That's
yeah,
good.
Nice positive piece of
Yes.
It's positive feedback.
Yeah, kind of beats the divorce papers that keep being thrown at my way, but
I hope he didn't have it like on a Bluetooth speaper, did he? Like working in somebody's house.
No, it's his house.
I don't want that.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, Jesus wept.
Yeah.
Oh, could you
That'd be
imagine?
awesome. Fucking awesome.
You imagine old Betty in the kitchen making a wee cup of tea from a
Listen
busy
to,
worker.
listen to my story about my uncle and my white trainer.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So, folks, I hope you've had a lovely time between shows here. Of course, we are on the 2-week schedule currently with the show, and we're recording them a little bit early.
Miraculously, we're on time.
It's working so far, isn't it? We're finding time. We're in Caravan HQ, obviously with myself and Tiny and Boris. Boris, although tonight you're not at your best of health, I believe you've been.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Well, no, my arsehole's in fucking
Well,
tars.
that's what I was meaning, right? That's what I was meaning. I didn't.
Nice evasive there, and then
Fucking horrible. Like, I've got piles, like, obviously, because I'm a fat old man that drinks too much.
Getting fatter.
And this fucking weekend, man, I swear to God, like, I showered yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll shower every day, but showered yesterday. And the point where the soap touched,
Yes.
I could have yelped.
Oh, right.
You're not
And-
supposed to shove the soap bar up there. That's not how you're supposed to use the
So
soap
the
bar.
soap
That makes more sense now.
trickled down the anus.
Oh, Jesus fucking hell. God, it was like,
Kiss-
like,
just the
Kiss the
soap
wound.
it was like putting boiling hot water on it. And even today, I farted all in before you guys came in, and I yelped. And LJ's like, what's wrong? And I was like, it's my bumhole. It's just fucking hurt. Like, even pushing out with him, like,
Oh, God.
it's fucking, it's,
It's funny because I arrived like a short while before yourself, Tiny, and I was in the kitchen having a cup of coffee made for me by the THL,
Yep.
and came Boris, of course, in his casual slacks because he's sore.
Yeah.
Kind of, the bum.
Yeah. There's a lot of flesh on.
fuck, it
Casual
has to
slacks.
be, man.
And he farted, and you've never. It's like when someone just found out that their firstborn's been eaten by a fucking dinosaur, and he just crumbled.
Fucking hell, man, I tell you.
Oh God!
I don't know what to do. Like, I was reading about it. They said like high-fat diets, alcohol, all the good shit, basically.
All the
The
good
things
shit.
I
And sitting on
partake
your ass
in.
all day. Yeah.
It's not even the sitting about it. It's more. Well, it's normally okay, but I had a fucking sesh on Friday night, and I think that's really it set me up for a weekend of misery. Like,
Do you find though now that we're getting of a certain age now, that a sesh used to be, out with the boys on the weekend, you'd hit a club and a pub, you'd wake up naked on a park bench somewhere at like 3 a.m. Now a sesh
Sitting
is
on the sofa.
sitting on the sofa, put on some fucking YouTube for some
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
and then
speaking to friends via text because I don't want to spend an actual night with them.
Exactly. Getting woken by your children in the morning because you're passed out of the sofa with a
Yeah.
tricycle hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there, man.
Or cheese.
Or yes, cheese.
I saw your video. That's
Fucking-
quite incredible.
What?
Well, wait. So you know how, of course, I'm a majestically headed man.
Yes.
Like not much hair, but
Yes.
majestic head. A lot of forehead going on here.
It's a big
It's a
old
big
balls.
cranium.
Yeah.
A big cranium, you see, which is obviously a great target for my wife and daughter who had sliced cheese in hand. And had to, I was just casually minding my own business, sitting on the sofa, looking at my phone as you do because you're old and you're trying to ignore your family.
Yeah.
And suddenly, 2 hands, slap, on the head, fucking sliced cheese
cunts.
glued to my fucking cranium. Right now, and you can't be mad at these people because while they're fucking pissing down their legs laughing, I can't, let's say, you can't put cheese in my fucking head! You can't say that.
Why not?
Because, well, you could do, but then, they start crying.
That's
and,
when the
oh,
chainsaw
it's so
comes out.
abusive, and, that
Their
kind of
tears
bullshit.
are not my concern.
No.
Fucking-
You play with fire, you're going to
Exactly.
get burnt.
You play with feathers, you get your arse tickled. Exactly.
So how long did you leave it on there?
I mean, a good 20 minutes. No, I
Long
mean,
enough to melt.
just so I could feel it dripping in the back of my neck.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it was plastic cheese.
Lubricating your anus.
That
American-
shit doesn't
The
melt.
stuff that they call cheese isn't really cheese.
Yeah.
That's
it
fucking
doesn't
Americans,
It burns
yeah.
before it
Exactly.
melts.
Yeah, exactly.
Americans love that shit, don't they?
I love that shit.
I fucking hate it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a cheese snob, I'll be honest.
Really?
See, so am I,
Yeah.
but when it comes to a burger, I like a sliced cheese.
Do you?
I like
really?
I like a floppy
Fucking
cheese.
animal.
No, see, if you get like regular good cheese, you don't waste that on a burger. You have that on a nice fancy cracker. You don't put that on. No.
you
Nice
grill
burger.
like on a Parmigiano and stuff like that, right? You're grilling that cheese to.
Yeah.
Why are we bunch
Grilling
of fucking
that
pussies
dang.
talking
Because
about
we're old men,
cooking.
Tiny. That's why.
Cheese
I'm
is
talking
fucking
about
exceptional. I'll have-
Speaking of health,
Oh, right, okay.
right. So your listeners won't
Can I
be
talk
aware.
you back here, Boris? Then?
Yeah.
This is the part where fucking we just clock out.
Yeah.
Like, just nod repeatedly.
Let me get my phone.
Get your phone.
As you were, Tiny.
Sorry, Tiny, you were saying.
Boris has his actual phone.
He's
out now.
got his phone it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Speaking of health issues, so I had a bit of a thing this week. This past week. So as you guys know,
He was up a ladder having a shit.
yeah,
Fell.
Tail on his walls.
onto a toothbrush. No, it vibrates. It's still in there. You can see it rattling on my tonsils if
lucky
you look
bastard.
closely.
This is arousing as well.
So erect right now.
Tell us story, Tiny. Tell us story.
Sorry,
Tell us
go
story.
ahead.
So, anyways,
Sorry,
there's obviously a couple of diseases and stuff that people have that you kind of go, all of 50 years ago, maybe 100 years ago, you wouldn't be around anymore because
Or
your
you'd be
body's
in a fucking
constantly
circus.
Yeah, or in a circus.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, mine's not quite as exciting as that. When I'm asleep at night, my brain tries to kill me by not telling my body to breathe.
There's a fucking
so-
long line of people at that door trying to kill you.
Trying to kill you.
Your brain is the least of your worries, man.
That's a good point, actually. How insured are you? Because your wife could be sitting on a lot of fucking gold mine there.
Well, that's exactly the point. Like, she could just unplug my CPAP machine for my sleep apnea during the night, right?
And be
That'd
rolling
end
the
of it,
cash.
rolling
I
in
must have
money.
tripped over the cable in the night when I was
Yeah.
up for drink.
Oh, man.
Well, it
I
comes
must
to
have sleep scissors and just cut it. You know? Fucking
pair
hell.
of shears.
So how does this thing work? It just blows wind in your face.
It breathes for you, so it blows.
It's like an iron lung.
Positive air pressure, so it
Okay.
pumps air into your lungs and tells you to breathe.
How do you sleep with that thing pumping air
Fuck
into your
that.
face?
Well, the alternative is I don't.
You die, basically. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you kind of get used to it. Well, sort of. It's still a fucking pain in the ass, and I have to carry that thing everywhere with me.
I remember during the power cut that hit Meldrum a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remember that power
Storm
cut? Like
Frank, was
4 or
it?
5
Yeah.
days, no power.
Yeah.
Our power came on within quite quickly after that 4 days. Yours, however, was still off, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah,
7
we
days.
were
He
the
had to
same.
come to my home to power his CPAP
Yeah.
machine because
really?
otherwise
Yeah,
he'd fucking die.
Yeah.
You know?
You let him?
I let him. I had to let
Fucking
him.
idiot.
You know?
You
I know.
mug.
Yes, but
I mean, if I knew what I knew now, you know.
Yeah. We would have been sitting here with someone else.
Exactly. On a podcast.
yeah, I spent a fucking fortune on a battery. I still got that battery. It's
Jesus.
like a 3-day battery.
So what happened this week with it then?
I was in a very posh hotel
Yep.
in Edinburgh, and I was just had my dinner, all this kind of stuff. Then I was going up to my room, and I saw that somebody put an A4 piece of paper next to the lift that said, "Due to circumstances outside of our control, there's going to be no power between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. There'll be no interruption to services, and we will have everything sorted by the time you wake up."
This is only 1 hour.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
Fucking text messages he sent me. I thought it was all fucking night.
I thought it was a death's door.
Fuck's sake, just get up at 4 then. You lazy
Hell,
cunt.
I know, right?
Sorry,
all
carry
right,
on.
get up at 4. Right, yeah. So, yeah, it's like 11 o'clock already. Anyway, and I need at least 12 hours of sleep. So then I go to reception. I said, excuse me, sorry, small problem. If I don't have power for an hour, there's a chance I'll never wake up again, sort of thing. And you should have
God, he's
seen.
dramatic.
I know.
Fucking.
And of course,
could you
This
imagine-
is the American pouring out of him.
oh yeah.
But could you imagine
Love
being
a
the
drama.
front desk little girl? Because normally as a young woman, it's
Yeah,
the front
yeah,
desk,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Her name was Samantha.
4'10", you know,
Yeah.
lucky it's just £50 soaking wet.
Irish.
Having to go to his room and give
Oh.
that fucking gigantic bastard CPR. Could you imagine? Trying to do that shit?
Wake up! Like jumping up and down on the chest.
She was hot, wasn't she?
Always are. Yeah.
Get on.
Oh, nice.
You need to invite me the next time so I can stand and look at her from afar creepily and make absolutely no effort to talk to her.
Hello, security. There's a man at the bar who's just like stroking his thighs.
Hello, lovely.
Staring at me.
Are you here for the
Do
public
you want to see my
masturbation?
top nonce collection?
Look at this card. It looks like Zabel.
Fucking
Oh,
Sorry.
dear. But yeah.
Sorry.
So the way they dealt with it, well, first of all, of course, they couldn't give me like a battery or something, because
Yeah.
what if that stopped working during the night? There's
Oh, right,
liability
okay.
issue and
I'm
stuff.
surprised they hadn't thought that through. Like, there's
Yeah,
loads of
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
issues that could
Well,
surely.
Apparently,
But
so they sent me to another hotel that night, and then as a compensation, right? Wait for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a compensation for the fact that they had to send me, and then I got a hooker. No, I opened
What was
the
his name?
door. There was,
I know, right? Beat me to it.
there's a queue down the hallway. Alberto was at the front. And then the
I bet he fucking was.
The next one was Brian. One after the other. ABC
Sandwich.
No, I was going to go for the.
Imagine that being the meat in your
Alphabet.
sandwich. Holy moly.
You'd send the cunt back, would you? Fucking hell.
Who ordered extra sauce?
Fucking hell. Oh dear.
Right, so what was the compensation?
So they sent me to another hotel for the first night and apologized profusely. The other hotel has a backup generator, so they don't go offline.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. And then for the second night, they put me in the presidential suite.
Jesus.
So I got to stay in the middle of a city center in this fucking immense room.
Now, was that the video you sent us? That's like,
Yes.
and honestly,
The creepiest shit I've ever seen, you mean?
it's this presidential suite is bigger than my fucking house.
It's just
Right?
insane.
I've
it
got
was
a
nice,
4-bedroom
like,
house. This is a big old
It's
fucking
insane.
suite.
It's insane. It's like $5,000 a night or
Stunning.
something. It's
Really?
Yeah. It's wild. Fuck. And you get a private dining and
What I love though, and
There's
this
a queue of male
Rent
escorts.
boy.
what I love though, and this is no joke, listeners, is that the photographs and videos we saw was of Tiny in full suit, very smart, formal, right?
With a mask
walking
on.
around a presidential suite. Wearing a fucking blue wrestling mask. Like, this is the best thing ever. You know? I've started posting photographs on Twitter now, on the at Miscreants pod, if you're looking for it, by the way, of him walking around with his mask on. Like, where in the world is Tiny?
Do you know who else was in Edinburgh this week? You might have bumped his room. Matt Hardy.
What?
Yeah. I saw that on TikTok. Yeah.
Matt and Reba, his good lady wife.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
They were in Edinburgh, yes.
Who's
exactly.
Matt Hardy?
Kicking about.
Oh, my fucking word.
Oh, fuck, I forgot he's...
Jesus Christ.
He fucking reeled me in there. Yeah, he's a wrestler. Or was a wrestler. Still
cool.
is.
Still is a wrestler, yes.
He's awesome, man.
Big guy then.
No, he's quite small.
No,
though.
quite an
Quite
average
small
sized build guy, but
Yeah.
very, very
Cool as
famous.
fuck.
You know, former WWE World Tag Team Champion,
All right.
TNA World Tag Team Champion, AEW. I think he's not been in there, so no, he has been in there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was in there. So, yeah, so a well-known wrestler.
Cool.
Very,
Do
very.
you see? I think not watching WWE or WWF as it was when I was,
growing up.
first aware of it.
That's why you're broken now.
Is why I can afford nice rooms.
He's got us there. He's got us there.
Fucking
Holy
cunt.
shit. While we were sitting masturbating watching Trish Stratus put something in a fucking
Man,
in
she's
a
looking
suplex.
fucking haggard.
She's-
Although, young lad was watching, he's fucking, like, balls into it now. Like, he's fucking loving it. And he's rattling through some of the old pay-per-views at the moment. He was watching an old
nice.
Royal Rumble yesterday. I think it was 1999. Sable came out.
Sable. in
Fucking
her
hell, man. She
heyday,
was
man.
summon.
Oh.
What a bit of gear. Filth.
We're gonna,
Utter filth.
We're going to give you a list to go and Google Foo after the show
Nice.
and see the things you've missed. Right? Holy moly.
Sounds
awesome.
Sable was majestic back in the day.
Considering
better-
how well endowed she was, there was not enough tit slips, I don't think.
No,
And
no, there wasn't enough. Considering these
serious bras she must have had on. Like.
Oh, sometimes not at all.
Or were they fake boobs?
Oh, they're fake.
Oh, they were fake
Fuck
as
hell.
hell.
No, as in, like-
Absolutely.
Like a
There's
vest
not.
that she was wearing.
No. They were
Like the drag queens we referenced.
They were as fake as my sympathy for disabled people.
Those
Just like,
drag queens that we
absolutely
referenced.
fucking fake.
Those drag queens that we referenced. I declared man down in love for some of those chicks.
Yeah.
So don't cast it off as a reference, Tiny.
I
That
don't think you can.
makes it seem like it was nothing.
I apologize profusely.
So you've got the presidential suite. You're in Edinburgh. You're looking all suave and debonair, walking around your hotel room in a wrestling mask.
Well, you were in this presidential suite. Did you find in time to insult some of the world's leaders?
Tell them to get the fuck out of your room.
I did my best. Yeah.
Tell Storm
I
to shut up because he's a fucking idiot.
I kept ringing people to say, you haven't said thank you to me.
I know. Jesus
And they're like,
Christ.
sorry, who's this?
I don't want to get too into this shit. 'cause
We
I don't
shouldn't do no.
No,
it's
but
not
what
the
I do want to
funniest thing,
say was what I found hilarious this week was Trump telling Keir Starmer basically shut the fuck up.
but I know.
Because that man is he's a wet blanket.
He's
He is a textbook cuck, isn't he?
He
When you
really
see him,
is. He really is.
he does the shopping while his wife's out getting railed by Dino, and he's happy about it. Like you could.
Oh, aye.
He just sits. He just does it with a smile.
He's got the chair in the corner
Yeah,
of the room.
he's got
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got a cuck's face.
He's got one of those lazy boys, you know, with a holder for his
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah, yeah.
No sugar because, you know, he's
Do
watching
you want me to wipe that up? No, okay. Sorry, I want to. Like he just constantly looks like
You
he's
need
about
some
to
more-
apologise.
Do you need some more AA batteries for that at all? Okay, I'll leave you to it. You know. So, speaking of hotels and away for the weekend, we of course went away for the weekend there, down to Dumbarton.
Oh, aye.
Now, Dumbarton, as you may well know, Costa del fucking Dumbarton, the absolute delight of Scotland
that took
down
some
there
mental
in Dumbarton. We stayed at a very
Is that Paisley?
It's the Riviera of the
very
West
close
Coast.
to Paisley. It's
Okay.
like about 20 minutes from Paisley.
Right. Paisley.
Yeah, it's
The
like
Riviera.
the skirts of Glasgow. It's all
Essentially, we stayed at a very exclusive
Underskirts.
hotel, the Premier Inn.
presidential
And,
suite.
Presidential suite, of course, yes.
Of course. Yeah.
No heating in the room.
Good beds, though.
No heating in the room. Good beds by all means, but no heating in the room, no hot water in the room.
Wow.
And we tried connecting to cause the Premier Inn gives you an option of having their free Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
which is dog shit, or their ultimate Wi-Fi, which costs you £5 for
It is
like
dog shit.
24 hours. It's dog shit. So we paid for the 24-hour ultimate Wi-Fi, and it was even more dog shit than the free Wi-Fi. So we went to the front desk. I went to the front desk. What the fuck is going on here? You know, I was channeling Tiny. 'Cause I've seen him.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I've seen all this shit.
I've seen it happen, and I had to channel it because for courage.
Yeah.
And it turned out that it wasn't their fault that the Wi-Fi wasn't working. I had to phone Virgin seemingly to get my money back because we don't even deal with that anymore. So why do you have it available if you don't deal with it anymore?
Motherfucker.
Licensing out third parties.
Exactly.
Oh, fucking.
So we got everything sorted out, and the weekend was fine. But I tell you what, we did do. We visited nearby Helensburgh. I don't know if you've been to Helensburgh. It was famously on the news recently when that storm's hit and it tore the roof off the swimming pool.
Oh, right.
Brilliant. But my old man lives in Helensburgh. So
Yep.
we're visiting him, and come and visit and see how you doing, and here's the grandkids, and how you doing, and blah, blah.
Yeah.
How you keeping? Oh, poorly. He's old as shit, so of course,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had some spare time. We'll have a little walk around some of the shops. You see, the kids got a wee penny from Grandad, so they want to go and buy a present or a toy or a sweetie, and that's fine. We found a sweetie shop.
Has your granddad forgiven you for hitting on your own mum yet?
My dad, you mean? What do
Sorry,
you
your
mean
dad.
hitting on my own mum?
No, it was fully me that was hitting on her last week. It was
Oh, yes.
horrendous.
It
Sorry.
was horrendous. My dead mother in her grave.
You should see the socks I've filled this week. Can't get enough of those pennies.
Jesus. So,
Sorry.
we found a sweet shop, and it was called, I think it's called Mac Sweeties, right, or Mick Sweeties, or Mac, maybe
Aye,
Mac,
aye,
whatever it's called,
aye.
right? So we went in there and buy a wee bag of sweeties, very like homemade sweeties.
Is that one of those like American candy tax evasion stores?
No, it's not. No,
Oh, no, okay.
This is like a proper like you
Like
can
old
see
school sweet shop.
The whole bag
nice.
is open, so you can see the process of them making the sweets.
Oh, like the one up in Ballater. That's cool as fuck.
So you
yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole process, and it's all bagged there, and you get your bag, and there you go. I bought us a
Nice.
sweetie, gentlemen. I want you to try tonight.
Oh, yes.
And it's in my bag here.
If
my
this
bag
is
of
not
goodies.
shaped like a dick, I will be fucking
It's not.
raging.
But these bad boys here, right? Blueberry
Ooh.
hard sweeties, right?
Fuck is
Okay.
They're slightly
I'll
sour.
try anything once.
They're slightly sour. So you
colour of
do
them.
need to try these. And I'm also going to record you while you do these. So you might want to wear a mask if you
Oh,
want,
right.
So feel free to put your masks on. Because I know that you like a bit of anonymity when it comes to the video. So I thought,
You're not
So-
a high roller forever.
no, exactly, no. Because I know in the world of president business, you're needing a bit of anonymity just in case, But let me just crack open the bag here. This is a beautiful handmade bag, by the way, as well, too. And offer said bag. I'll set it there as I grab my microphone, and I will grab my phone to record your reaction to these wonderful blueberry sweeties. Now, give me a short second here to grab my... This makes for lovely audio, by the way, as well, too. But so here's Boris now. Boris has just popped a sweetie in his mouth there. That's wonderful. It's certainly a challenge. You guys can't see this in the real world, but Boris's face is currently turning inside out. The hat's off. The sweetie's half out.
Can you not do that?
Oh God. But Tiny, you can feel free to ham into one of those beautiful there.
Right.
These are sour blueberries.
They're good. They're good size.
Oh no, he's having Bill's palsy. Good Lord.
Holy,
Jesus.
It's-
Are you okay there, Boris?
He's allergic to blueberries.
So Tiny himself now is going to have a wee stab at the sour blueberry there.
What's a fucking take on that? Like,
This is going to be exciting to see now. So So far, reaction is good. Reaction is fine.
He's showing off. Look at him.
He's showing off. Look, he's. Oh! It's hitting. It's hitting. Whoa! Oh! That.
What's got a kick like?
Oh, he's lost power of speech. Oh! He's still alive.
That
Holy fuck.
is going.
I think a bit of bile come up there.
That has made all the moisture in my body go into my mouth.
That's wild.
It's
But you see, once that's passed,
Yeah.
that should be fucking tasty.
Once it passes out to the light, doesn't it?
That's something else.
It's something else.
Oh my god.
That was challenging.
I'm so hard right now.
Well, do you know something? That isn't even the worst set of balls I've had in my mouth this week.
I just realized I can't hear you.
Oh dear.
Oh, man.
So I thought I'd share that delight with you, of course, and
Yeah, no, I'm
see what you
glad.
thought.
I fucking love sour sweets anyway.
So do I normally.
But they were a challenge.
These are nuclear sour sweeties. So
They were fantastic.
I tried one of them initially. We left this sweetie shop. We found a place nearby for lunch.
My eyelids are swollen. Fucking wild.
We found a place nearby for lunch, and we sat down with the family, ordered our food, and I tried one when the food arrived, and I had tears in my eyes, my face inverted. There's people round by. I think I'm having a stroke. I wonder what the hell is wrong with me. I'm
Oh, the middle's sour again.
Is it
A
okay?
little bit.
It's not a little bit, yeah, but it's
Not as bad
that
as the
exterior
initial.
coating.
Holy fuck, man.
It's brutal going. Like so. Folks, if you do follow our social medias, go to we're at Miscreants Pod. You'll find us on Instagram and on Twitter. I'll post videos of these guys attacking the sour blueberries there. But
Wow.
you seem to be okay so far.
I'm all right. Like that was fucking initially. I thought
That first 10 seconds is pretty rough. It feels
yeah.
like it's burned my mouth.
that's what I think chemo feels like.
Holy shit!
No,
Holy shit!
is that not an appropriate joke?
That's maybe not the
Sorry,
most appropriate joke. No.
sorry guys. Beep it out if you want.
So I'm gonna trial a new segment for the show. You see, and so
Ooh, exciting.
I've thought of a new segment for the show called Only Mans. Now, of course, you know it rings a bell. To
Mans.
Only Mans.
Only mans.
And the concept of the show is
I can barely talk.
for listeners, if you want to email, you feel free, you can do, and email in stories of you being the most manliest fucking man that ever manned. You see, and no matter what you've done, and we'll try and get 2 or 3 stories if we can per week, and we'll discuss
Like railing yourself with a
who wins the
toilet
title.
brush while
Can
you're
I-
silent.
Exactly.
Can I interrupt? So
Yes.
this is not exclusively for men though, like because
No.
chicks can do some manly
Chicks
shit.
can be manly as fuck as well. You see,
Like
Quite
Fury
often more
from
manly than us.
Gladiator.
when I say manly, I mean as I suppose what I'm saying is it's like an achievement you've done either in the past or currently that'll make us go, holy shit.
So you don't mean just like what's the blokiest thing you've done this week? Like I got home from work, I had my supper, had 10 pints, and then I beat the
full
wife.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
talking,
not-
No, that's not manly.
All right, okay.
I got my paycheck, then I went and blew it all at the pub.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's not manly. That's just blokey. We don't want blokey. We want manly.
Aye.
Like fucking something that you could
Tough.
stand on a fucking plinth in front of
Something
a crowd
cool
and
as
go,
fuck.
I
look at
wrestled
what
a
I
bear.
did.
Check
Oh.
these fucking balls.
Sorry. This is a slight
Do
segue.
it.
We'll come back to it.
Yes.
But did you see the pictures I sent of the 2
Your balls.
placards I found in the pub in Newcastle?
I did, but
Oh,
I didn't.
yeah.
It's the championship of polar bear wrestling
Yeah.
and the championship of grizzly bear wrestling.
Yes.
So did that take
Sorry,
place
didn't see
in
that.
Newcastle?
That was in Newcastle, right?
Fucking hell.
And Alan Shearer, who I believe was a footballer,
Yeah.
was
Yes.
on the polar bear list.
What?
How the fuck do they import in a polar bear?
Well, this is it. I asked everybody.
Uh-huh.
Nobody in the pub knew what it was about. The people I was with didn't know what it was
So it's
about.
bullshit then.
No. It's a real thing, but it's Freemasons. There's Freemason symbols on it.
Is there
So I haven't Googled it yet.
So
but I'm
polar bear wrestling is code for
something.
fucking goats?
human centipede.
Yeah, that could be.
Human centipede.
I mean,
You know what the Freemasons are like. Fuck, you know.
could be top nons.
could be top
top
notch. We'll get to that too as well.
Yeah, I saw that though. I liked your pet. It was cool.
Fascinating.
I
like,
wonder if that is linked to being a Freemason.
Because I'll
Who
tell you
knows?
now, that would be a winner for top man's.
That
Only
fucking
man's.
yeah,
right. It would be
yeah.
wrestling
Wouldn't it?
grizzly bear. Fucking
Yeah.
right.
I might just
That-
Google that quick, actually.
That actually provokes a question that I'm going to ask you both as well. That was brought up in our car whilst driving south to Dumbarton. Was the question was, do you think? Well, this the kids asked. Do you think Daddy could beat a cow in a fight?
A cow.
Now, a cow, a full size cow.
No.
Do you think you could beat a cow in a fight?
Cows are mental.
Well, cows are mental, yes,
Depends on
but
the cow. I mean,
Not women. Not like Arsehole. Not like just like not like Sally that works at the fucking paper shop.
Thank you, Boris. Thank you.
Who is a cow, by the way.
But you know, cow tipping is a thing.
Yes.
Aye, but you've got to catch the
Not
fuckers
bull.
off guard.
Not bull tipping.
Oh, but cows are fucking wild if they run you. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
they-
see, that's the
Well, they're
thing,
heavy.
though. They're heavy, exactly. But like you said, if you can get the fucker by surprise and get it down,
you ever been kicked by one?
yes, sorry.
It's fucking horrible.
Well,
like,
nearly. Sorry, I haven't been kicked, but I've nearly been kicked.
oh,
by
it's
one.
Explains
fucking
why you're both so
it's not
pretty.
good.
I've been shot on one, but shot on by one before. But that's
I was
about it,
pissed on one this morning. Sorry, what?
So
With a hell of a morning. No.
Oh dear.
So, could Daddy be a
I think could you beat
cafe
cow?
maybe, but a cow full grown?
I mean, imagine you got it on its back and got it in a chokehold.
Ooh.
Could you maybe choke the fucker out?
They've got sturdy fucking necks,
They
man.
do a story neck guy.
There's that scene from Game of Thrones where the mountain takes off the head of a horse with his sword. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, that's cool.
That's where I'm coming.
We're not armed though. We can't
No,
remember a
not
big
armed.
fucking sword.
I mean,
Okay.
you could. I mean, you've got
This
big,
is the-
you got big old hands. You could put your fist down its throat and suffocate
choke
it.
to death.
Yeah,
I mean, Mike Tyson used to wrestle as tigers.
yeah.
Fucking did he
Well,
Yeah, did you not know that?
wrestle the fucking
He had his
tigers?
tigers. He had his pet tigers.
Jeez,
He
I
used to
knew
s-
about that.
He used to sleep with the fuckers.
That's right. Yeah.
He used to sleep with them in bed.
did he use a
Fucking
condom?
maniac.
Eh? Did he what?
Okay, right. Let's move on.
It's the Miscreants here with the only chance for you crazy motherfuckers like oily cans. Get your butts and your tits off OnlyFans and win yourself a winner of the Only Mans. Get your butts and your tits off OnlyFans and win yourself a winner of the Only Mans. Of the Only Mans. And win yourself a winner of the Only Mans.
So, this week's Only Mans, I'm referring back to a story from history that I've heard that I think warrants an Only Mans award. And now, of course, you guys will remember there was a huge, probably the worst war that's happened since maybe World War II, is the war in Yugoslavia, the Yugoslav wars, where there's probably more people died during those wars than the Holocaust. Just
Oh, the one. Is this
absolute-
the one where UN, NATO, like properly failed?
Yeah,
Serbia,
completely.
Serbia, Kosovo, it was all massive wars over there.
Yep.
Do you know how it started? Or what was the tinderbox that got that whole thing started?
Come on then.
Because in the old Yugoslav, of course,
Something to
you
do with
had
goats.
well,
I don't know much about it.
kind of.
Okay.
So the story is, and again, I've done a bit of research, and there is a kind of discussion how true this is, but it seems to be quite very much leaning true. There was a farmer back then. This is back in the old Yugoslavia before it kind of collapsed and split in the Civil War, of course. You had the Serbians and the Kosovans, I believe it was, in that country, who were always at odds, and that was fine. This Serbian farmer called Đorđe Martinović. Oh, right.
That's a name.
Now, Đorđe had a thing, seemingly, now farmer. That was fine. I think he was maybe a dairy farmer. I can't remember exactly, but he was a farmer in a way.
Yeah.
He had a thing for going out in the field. Now, as you would do, if you're a farmer and you've got a bit of land, you've got a bit of land here, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming that, like Đorđe, you like of an evening to go outside, stand in your field, and just whack it off. Just have a jacking to the sun's setting, a cool breeze.
Staring the cow
There's
in the eye.
no better setting for a wank.
Just
Yeah,
standing there
just-
having a wank.
as long as you got the eye contact with the cow, I'm all in.
well, Đorđe had a thing
She's
for
not
having...
putting the kids to bed though.
Đorđe had a thing for sexual gratification in a field. You see, that was the
Yeah.
thing. But with anything like this, there's always a thing where it gets a bit boring after a while. It gets a bit dull. You've done it repeatedly. Like, how can I add a wee edge to this? So Đorđe one night went out to his field and got a stick and jammed it in the ground. And on the end of said stick,
What?
he put a glass bottle.
Oh.
You see, and whilst jacking off, tweets on the ankles,
Sat against it.
sat against it to insert said glass bottle up as a noose. So
a noose.
Sorry,
up as a
can I,
noose.
can I stop you 2 seconds?
Yes.
We're still talking about
The
The
Serbian
beginning of the war.
Okay, I
Serbia,
thought
Kosovo.
I'd fall asleep for a second.
No.
No, it's still. It
gets better, right?
Okay, sorry. Right.
This was the tinderbox. What's
Still
going to
waiting for
happen
the
soon?
connection here.
What's going to happen soon is the tinderbox that set off one of the worst holocausts known to man, right? So Đorđe is pleasuring himself on
Aye.
this metal bottle on a stick in his field, right? Having a jacking it off, the glass snaps, smashes,
Aye.
and he's wrecked him. So Doherty has to then find his way to the nearby hospital. Now, Doherty, of course, embarrassed to admit, hey, listen, I was self-gratifying with a bottle and a stick whilst jacking it in the field. He claimed that 2 Kosovan men had jumped him and had anally raped him with a bottle, which subsequently smashed.
This can't be
You
true.
see, this is what's in the records. I'll send you the Wikipedia page, right?
Oh,
So
Wikipedia's
Doherty,
just wild.
So Doherty, there's other articles too as well.
What the fuck?
Doherty claimed that he was attacked. So this, of course, then had the Serbians going, what the fuck? Those dirty bastards have tried to kill one of our fellows. The Kosovans were like, oh, no. Your man was having a wank, right? He was jacking it off. Even the surgeon went, oh, I was pushed him with a fucking stick. You know, he's been jacking it and smashed. This escalated to a point where both sides were arguing more and more and more until eventually civil unrest broke out, right? Over this instant of him smashing a bolt up his arse while having a wank.
Right.
Right.
So
This then escalated to government levels where there were sanctions being placed on both sides until eventually fucking war broke out in the nation. Millions died.
Lots of children were
Exactly.
really fucking hurt. Like,
Really hurt and brutalised because a man was in the field having a ball in his arse.
but it became like a
Doherty.
religious racial thing as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it grew arms and legs. It developed into a big
Now, right.
racial thing as
So
well, too,
how
and
did he attach the bottle to the stick? Because
He-
normally you'd put the
Touch it, you just
thin-
obviously
you'd
slotted it over.
So he's putting the wide end up his rectum.
The white
Wait a
end
minute,
up
wait.
his rectum.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. It doesn't matter. I remember.
did you get your piles,
So I was
Boris?
at a party
How
once.
did you get your piles, Boris?
No. I was at a party once and a friend's house, and her sister, we caught her putting a fucking what do you call it? Fuck, it was square.
God,
A square.
Cointreau.
Oh, like a
Cointreau.
Okay, right, yes.
Putting a
Cointreau.
Cointreau bottle in her fucking.
the
hoo-ha.
parties that
In
you
her
had.
vajuju
In
or
her,
her
in her,
poop
no. Jesus, not in her ass. No, in her fanny. It was fucked up. Like
Oh, it's messed up.
it was. I tell you what, though.
Because if you imagine your average vagina could pass a massive kid's head, it's accommodating a
That's
bottle.
why I
of
love
fucking-
Cointreau so much.
But then,
But yeah, no. So I've seen that. Like that was fucking horrifying to watch.
you wonder then about the capacity of the regular
Watched.
the regular anus,
Wanked over. What?
the capacity of the regular anus. But
yeah, but he's obviously a deviant. Like he is. He hasn't just done that once.
oh yeah.
His asshole is
usual
accustomed to spreading. Like
His asshole's been trained to
that
accommodate a
thing.
bottle.
That thing opens
I
up
bet- I
at the
suppose-
blink of an eye.
Could be a beer bottle as well. Rather, I'm thinking like a wine bottle or
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, a milk,
vase.
like a milk churn.
this seemingly was part of the contest. Was like, if his arsehole wasn't trained to accommodate a bottle going in, the ball should not have made it as far in as it did
Yeah.
before it
This
smashed.
motherfucker
This
knew
was
what
part
he
of
was
the
doing.
debate,
Yeah.
But this one thing
And
led
that,
to like fucking.
I tell you
You
what,
know,
internal lacerations down
All
there.
that's the thing. Like I never understand. Of all the things you can stick in your ass, why's it got to be glass?
Well,
I know exactly.
What was the? Yeah. No,
What the
totally.
fuck?
Totally agree. Yeah.
Like that video that did the rounds a while back of the man with the glass was it a glass jar.
Yeah, man,
They tried
that
to get
was
up his arse,
fucked
and it
up.
burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pulling out bleedy shards of
Yeah,
glass.
like
Yeah,
get a
it's
fucking
wild.
cucumber or something.
Or gerbil. What was his name?
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that story?
The gerbil's
That's-
name.
No,
All right.
Fucking hell.
the guy from what's that? Actor? It was the actor,
yeah,
wasn't it?
there was some fucking thing. It
He
was
was
just,
putting gerbils up his.
So there's that
Anyways.
contender as one of the
That-
only man's contenders. So I'm going to give you a second story, and then we can judge which story wins this week's Only Man's Award. The second story is actually more recent, and it's a story that was published a couple of months ago. In fact, January it was published, of course. And this is a man who created a genius business idea. And I believe it's in the Americas, which is fucked up anyway. But
Too right.
so this man created a service called the Villain Service.
Ooh.
And the premise being is, right, say for example, Boris, right, say young Boris, full head of hair, immaculate, dressed, and he's
sex on legs.
TV card suit, has met
No piles.
has met a new young lady, you see,
Yep.
and I'll go out for a date, but I don't want my young lady to think that I'm a bit of a pussy, right? So, 'cause I want to impress her so she can see how fucking manly I am, right? I'm going to phone villain for hire. What this guy? Right? This guy is a big 6'3" guy, long hair, looks like a biker, just fucking tattoos and fags and leather and fucking fags, right? What he'll do is
cigarettes, not
not a bag.
just a shoulder full of gay guys.
I'm posting to follow him, spritzing him with fucking. So he's a big guy, looks mean as fuck. He'll come to wherever you say, right, meet me in this pub here, hit my wife, give her or hit my good lady, give her the come on, I'll tell you to fuck off, right?
And I'll look tough as fuck.
I'll look tough as fuck. So he'll come and go, yeah, baby, you come with me, and fuck this loser. He goes, you get the fuck away from her right now before I kill you. Okay, big man, I'm going to walk away. He gets paid bunged, away he goes.
You look like a hero.
You look like a hero, you see. What a fucking service.
So, here's where I'm at with that.
That's
right?
a manly fucking
It
job.
is a cool thing. Like because
you're risking a punch in the face or getting chipped by the lassie.
Well, yeah, but you're not gonna because they're paying you anyway. It's not gonna go that way.
But then women these days were far
well,
more
the women
handy.
they might get fucking handsy. But what would concern me is so I'm out with a lassie. She's seen me scare off this fucking mutant.
This mutant, yeah.
Perfect.
Big
A few months later, we are in a wherever, a nightclub, whatever, and there's a situation, and she's like, "Don't worry, Boris has got this."
Boris has got this.
And I'm like, "No,
you set up
no, because the last one I paid, that guy's mental. Like I'm getting chipped.
Oh, it's a good
Like,
point.
do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, I get it to a point, but there's a fucking lot of problems that come with that.
That's a fair fucking point right there as well too.
Could you have him on call?
So
I
that
think
every
that's the
time
whole.
there's a problem.
I think that's the whole point.
So like
Villain for hire.
you do it once, and then like a couple of weeks later, you can get him wearing fake nose and mustache, and
That's just fucking getting
like it.
silly
Fucking
now.
like
Like,
it.
no, I like it. It's
good business,
it's a
like.
tasty little money maker for
Yes,
him.
yes.
But the problems that could leave me with, nah, fuck him. I'd rather start a war in Kosovo. Or where was it?
Fucking hell.
No, fuck it.
So you're going for a door date.
Let's butcher children. Fuck. I don't want to risk my safety because of some stupid fucking ego trip. I'd rather start a war.
by masturbating in the field.
Tiny, you don't look
Tiny, you look perplexed.
I just, I mean,
This reaction here is why he's on the show, right? This is why. It's the one joy in life I have, right? I've got a lot of joys, of course, but one of the main joys in life I have is doing this show and just seeing Tiny like, what the fuck? You know, what the fuck is going on here?
This is a different end to the week that you've had, isn't it?
Exactly.
No, well, you okay? Well, prove me wrong. Or tell me, why am I not right?
You've
got nothing, have you?
There's a man.
Nothing. Not
There's
fucking
a man stopping other men from being unnecessarily emancipated, or a man who is pleasuring himself and started a war. Let me just go. Let me just think about this.
Which way should we lean?
It's a dude helping out other dudes in a time of need, getting their hole.
But
Or
as
it's a
I
dude who's giving himself whole.
demonstrated, there's a lot that could go wrong with that. I'm not having my safety
Or not.
put at risk because of a little ego trip that I thought, I'm going to make myself look big and cool. Like, no. It's not worth the
Right.
risk. Fuck it. I'll sit in the bottle. I'll start a war.
Let me give you a scenario though, right? So you've thought, right, I'm going to, for my safety,
Babies died.
sit in a bottle, start the war. However, war breaks out. Suddenly there's tanks rolling through your fields. You know, that's maybe a bit more dangerous than getting up in a pub fight, like 6 months later.
But then
my
you ring Jimmy and call
my
it-
ego's intact. Like I'm good. That's my point here. Like I don't want to look like the pussy that backed down from a fight because I was stupid enough to pay somebody in the first place. Like, so let our country be war torn. I don't care.
Why are we friends?
We're not friends. We're colleagues.
For fuck's sake.
That's where I'm at.
Okay, so
Sorry.
So you're leaning towards Doherty. Of
Doherty.
course, you're leaning more towards
Clearly the reasonable one.
the reasonable man. Well, I'm gonna have to go with the reasonable biker.
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
because let's face it,
Fucking hell,
tanks running
Scott.
through your fucking house is going to be a bit of a no-no for me. So plus the whole rectal fucking prolapse.
Well, make the most of this
Hemorrhaging.
because this will be the last time I come on this fucking show. Fuck
You
this.
take a long,
Fuck
hard
this
look
shit.
at yourself.
Holy
Let's see if I get back to DHB. That's disappointing. I thought I made a fairly robust argument there. And you gave us absolutely nothing.
No.
But yet, here I am, the loser.
Well,
Just fuck this shit.
well, dear listener,
Fuck the listeners.
I've never seen him so angry in my life. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. So,
I'm not
moving on. Right, moving on here to get away
Wild.
before things get
Before
heated,
it really
right?
fucking kicks
before
off.
shit kicks off here.
speak of killing children.
Yes.
Um,
Holy fuck. Okay.
Holy
Top
fuck,
nods.
Tiny.
Nods. Give it time. Top nods later on. Okay. So, right.
oh no, can't do the segue now.
Oh, man.
Right, moving on.
This is hectic.
Oh, I need to hear a segue now.
No,
Hit us with it.
it's a complete letdown. After
Oh,
that.
no,
I'm
okay.
serious.
Of course it was.
So, Boris,
Fuck you, Boris.
I believe, like myself, you've got a birthday coming up relatively
Yeah.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you feel as aged yet as I feel? Are things starting to ache more?
Pile is 40
Your
years
piles, of course, are fucking giving you the
It's-
age feeling, though. But
Yeah, and yes and no. So I feel fucking old, like
Yes.
in my body.
okay.
Like some days I'm fucking sore,
Oh,
just like from work and shit and whatever else. You know,
Yeah.
in fact I'm fat as fuck getting. But mentally, I feel like I'm regressing. like there was a while in my 20s, I thought I was turning into a right old man. I think just because I was working too much.
yeah.
But this last 5-6 years, I've taken a job where I'm, I've more time to myself, more time to socialise, more time to be a fucking idiot again. And I still feel like I'm 19.
It rejuvenates you, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It fucking does. And
Finding
I feel,
that time to spend
yeah,
to be daft.
I still
Yeah.
feel like a fucking 19-year-old moron.
Like
That
even
just takes me longer to get to where I'm going because my knees hurt and back sore. And, I really want to go outside. It's dark.
I know.
That's my other. That's the what. Like yeah. So mentally, I feel like I'm 19 until it's dark, and then I'm like, ooh, I'm not going out there. It's dark.
I know, right? Exactly.
That's too much of hard work.
It's too cold.
Stay-
Like when you were
stay in.
younger and you're like 20s, for example, you saw nothing wrong with going outside in the dark in the cold with like a t-shirt or a shirt,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
a fucking thin hoodie. Now it's like, well, I better take out the big jacket.
Yeah.
I better, I better.
I'm not even digging out the jacket.
better
I'm
get a
fucking
big
staying
coat.
in. Like
Yeah, I
it's
know,
not, I'm not
right?
going anywhere. It's no. It's no. I don't feel old.
I think one of the things I'm
pretty
feeling is I'm worried that I'm developing a certain degree of Tourette's as I'm getting older. Let me explain what I'm doing. Is like I find myself now if I'm driving the car, if I'm by myself in the car, if I've got my family in the car, I'm quiet 'cause I'm focusing on not driving into a wall to shut them up from singing fucking songs at full volume on a 3-hour, 4-hour road trip. You see, if it's like fucking Disney songs or wicked music all over, tune them out, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking focus on the road.
But yesterday, I was walking around a local hill with 10 kids. I found me coming up with songs. I was just like, can we not talk about Minecraft?
No.
So I was
Or
coming
Roblox.
up with, I
That
was coming
sounds
up
like my
with
fucking
marching
idea,
songs.
hell.
I don't know what I've been told and all that kind of crap. Yeah. You
So
can
you're
see.
giving these kids hamburger hell the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just don't get
I was
involved in
getting them
that
upstairs,
kind of
but of course, there's little. One of them was where 10 kilometers was about 6 miles in
In
total round
regular
trip,
money.
and about halfway around, one of them goes, "I need a poop."
Oh.
And you're going, okay. We all went to the toilet before we left the camp.
Oh,
Well, shit, where you stand.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm like, well, there's nature all around. Nope, can't poop outside.
What?
Well, you're shit
You're a
out of luck,
fucking.
son.
You're a scout, my man. Fucking get on with it.
Exactly, you're a fucking scout. Take a hold, you cunt.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Is that not the fucking? Is that not the motto?
That's the fucking Marines.
Whatever.
I took a roll of duct tape with me on the walk.
Fucking.
Wipe your arse with that, pal.
All right, Sable.
I was
Get out.
I said to the guys,
Top nuts.
I said to the guys, do they all have to come back from the walk? And they looked at me all with fear in their eyes because of course I'm 4 times the size of the fuckers. They're like the 3 of us couldn't quite take him if he really is dodgy.
You've been around us too long, Tiny. Holy shit.
But no, nothing like that. It was just that I knew that 1 or 2 of them are quite troublesome, and I thought if we duct tape him to a tree overnight, he'll probably improve by the next morning.
And then fuck them. No, sorry.
Okay.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay.
Fathers. Anyways, yeah.
Jesus
but,
Christ.
It's no, leave him there. Fuck him. I just could not. I couldn't think of a fucking worse day. And I just
fuck,
don't
I
get
know.
involved in any of that
yeah,
shit.
no, it was good fun.
It's just not my thing at all.
No, likewise.
Like-
if you asked me to fucking go and babysit 10 kids and walk around the hell with them, fuck that
That
noise.
fucking numpty inside there, she fucking invites the half a fucking Meldon right here. I can't be arsed with it. Like,
You've regularly got squads of kids around you, haven't you?
fucking hell. She was on me there today, actually, because we had a big party last year at the end of the term. Should we have another one? Why? Why?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've got the space.
there's-
Nobody else has got the space.
I know that, but I don't fucking want them here.
I know, but it's not for you, Boris. It's for your children.
I know, so I keep getting told.
Pretty sure it's the first time I met you.
No, I'd met you. No. The first time I met you was when we were out, just like a couple of Christmases ago. Yeah. We were out and your friend was up from. And that was a Mexican night. The fucking Mexican.
Mexicans.
The Mexican night, man.
with
Come on,
Fatal.
fuck.
Yeah.
When we harassed the Mexican guests. That's
Yeah.
right, to make
But,
us food at fucking 3 in the morning.
Yeah, so she was on about that. And I just like, why? Why would we want a fucking squadron of these cunts
I know, right?
here?
Fucking
Like,
hell, man.
Last year I tried my damnedest. I put up a brand new pool thinking I'll drown the cunts.
Yep, yep.
Not a single death.
You put up the
I
fucking...
undercooked all the food thinking I'd poisoned somebody. Nobody got ill.
Yeah.
You built the most deadliest death trap fucking ropes.
Oh yeah,
slide.
my zip wire.
It was brilliant, but deadly as fuck. though,
Nobody
you know that.
died.
No one died.
Yeah,
no,
deadly
no one
zipline.
broke an arm or
Do you know
leg
that
or-
nobody's broken themselves on that thing yet?
The only person to break himself so far here was my daughter. That's the only person
Well,
that's
that's
broken
right.
so
Yeah,
far. Yeah,
I
broke
pushed
her,
her off the trampoline.
broke her arm.
Fucking shit.
Ginger. You see,
Nobody was looking. I just kicked her off it.
And kicked her while she's down a couple of
yeah,
times.
yeah. Make sure it was properly broken.
There can only be one ginger here.
Yeah.
There can only be one.
Come
I'm
take my
finding
fucking
myself like when I'm in the car by myself, especially with age too. I'm getting myself more Tourette'sy where, but it's like shouting at things that are like just randomly, like sheep, cow, but also like I know it's I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like
That's unusual.
I could be driving to the village and like mom was hot. It just comes out just random
with
shit,
hot.
right?
Yeah.
But I did it one day. I was going through Inverurie and had the window down a fraction. I didn't realise what I was doing. I'm like, man on bicycle! I drove past him, but he clearly heard me. So I'm up to the fucking lights now.
Did he come up to see what your
The
problem
lights
was?
went red. He went, sorry, did you speak to me, sir? And I'm like, no. I was just, no, there was a cat on the road and fucking like, oh, shit, he just got my
That's
body.
nice.
Like, but I've got to stop this bullshit, you know?
Yeah,
like,
fuck it. Hey,
No, I'm the same. I'll drive
Yeah.
around and I'll be like, cow.
I do talk to myself a lot. I spend most of my day talking to myself when I'm driving. It's
gonna
fucking
say-
bizarre.
because out of the three of us, you probably drive the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
you're, yeah.
But no, I just fell silence. But LG gets on me about it. I fucking just constantly fall silence.
Oh,
With whether it's singing, it's just speaking, making up shit. I sing song. I'll sing a famous song. I'll just any pop song, any nursery rhyme, any song, and I will change all the words
Oh, I
to
love
do
doing
with
that.
shouting myself. I can't even think of an example right now. I've been put on the spot
Wow.
here, but that's what I do, and I'll just change it so that it's about me shitting.
Fair enough.
That's my thing. And she's just like, you just fucking stop. I can't stop it.
yeah.
It's full on. I don't know what it is.
I'm
ADHD,
I'm
autism.
impressed.
It totally is.
I'm impressed
Autism.
with how much you're able to text back while you're driving a.
Well, no, because I don't. I sit a lot. I'll sit a lot in this job. Like I don't do nearly as much driving now. Like I'm fucking lucky if I a couple hours a day now.
Do you know my favourite thing about that whole texting thing when driving as well too, of course, Tiny's spaceship car. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tiny's got a car that's like from the future.
Oh yeah, my
One of
truck
these
does
ones
it as
that-
well. You just speak to it and I'll
Well,
fucking
but
through
the
the
thing is,
CarPlay.
if we text him, it dictates
Yeah, my
the
truck
speakers.
does it as well. Yeah. On
Well, Now I've learned
Well,
that
that's
you're
good
fucked.
to know.
Because there was one day,
Emojis.
Boris was driving down the road with his good lady wife in the car,
Yeah.
and we'd obviously recalled the fact that his car speaks to him and tells him what the contents of the messages. I sent him a message with the most, I think personally, the most prolific series of fucking insults that I've ever gathered together in one complete paragraph. It was like shit, fuck, cunt, whack, bastard, tits, fucking, like racist slurs, everything.
Well, I'm having
this is like just blaring out, and then if you put in like a ton of emojis, like the fucking hearts,
it's
it
watermelon,
dictates every emoji,
watermelon,
smiley face,
fucking,
smiley face, smiley face, happy face, smiley face, sad face, smiley face,
Black guy.
Aubergine.
and you get this like dictated things. Will you fucking stop? Coming back
It's
to you.
fucking, the truck does it as well. It's fucking annoying.
Does it? Oh,
I hate it. I try to switch off that car, play shit like, but
you're
no, it's cool.
Fuck,
I didn't know that yours talks to you. That's really good information.
Yeah, it
Thank you
does.
for sharing.
Don't worry about it. I'll just switch the fucking thing off. It's right.
Gentlemen, can I share with you a news story that caught my eye this week that I think is fucking wonderful? And this is a thing that I would love to do. Is that there was recently like a Glasgow runners kind of small marathon that took place, and there was seemingly a prank played on said marathon runners. A woman bought a high vis, right? Bought a high vis, printed off arrow signs, and knocked over the original arrow signs,
Diverted the traffic.
and well, no, she diverted the runners.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? So she's stood there pretending to be a marshal, put up her own signs pointing in a different direction.
That's fantastic.
She created like a damn near 3 kilometre diversion
That's
that they had to run this different
brilliant.
fucking way, completely off track.
I love
they
that.
reckon that out of like 150 odd runners, like 40 odd of them were off fucking in a different path entirely.
That's amazing.
Just lost. Like, where the fuck are
Fuck,
we
did she
going?
come
You
up
know,
with that?
like,
That's
I have no
brilliant.
idea.
And no one else noticed.
Trampled down the original signs, put up her own ones fucking that she made herself. That'll do the job, pointing the opposite way. Fucking genius.
Well, there's
I love that.
the local run that happens every year.
The Geary one.
That goes right past my house.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does
The
it?
Geary
Yeah.
one goes all the way up there? Or is that the Meldrum one?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, one of them.
Sorry.
Anyways, one of. I've never fucking done it. Clearly.
We don't get anything. We don't get anything like
But
that
no,
here.
there's one that runs right past my house to the point that my son and I will sometimes put up a table and put some gummy bears on the table and bottles of water and stuff.
Laxatives.
This is where I'm going to go with this, because have you heard
Let's
about
make them shit themselves.
if you buy the gummy bears on Amazon, if you look at the reviews, there's ones that are like sugar free and
Right.
have like a really heavy laxative effect.
Could we make our own jellies with acid?
Oh my god! Yes!
Tripping balls
Fucking
halfway
hell,
around.
that'd
That's
be
brilliant.
Between the three of us, we've got contacts.
I mean, Oh yeah, I'll get acid. I'll get acid here within an hour. But I'm just thinking, like,
I'm still getting
what
that
would the
taser delivered.
What would the fucking what would we
Holy
look, so we get caught in theory. We do it. It's funny as fuck. We get caught.
yeah.
Go to court. What am I going to get for that? 6 months? Out in 3. That's reasonable, isn't it? I get a 3-month holiday.
Is
Fuck
it wise though for us
Just
to
thinking, what a
announce
fucking
our
story.
plans on a podcast?
Yeah.
Because somebody's going to clip us and go, "Those cunts said that fucking 5 months ago."
I don't give a fuck. Well, I'm going to own up to it anyway, so it's fine.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because
Well,
how's anyone meant to know if you didn't tell them? Like, I mean, you do something as cool as that, you need people to know. Let's fucking drug
You do
the
need
Melbourne
to.
runners. Let's get them all tripping balls.
I am fucking
magic
behind.
I think it's a fucking great
I
idea.
fully support this idea, right? You're going to have them thinking they're being chased by hamsters. Fucking, they're
The
fighting,
forest come
they're
alive.
fighting lightning
Should get a
gods.
night
you
of
know?
should get a night of mushrooms. That'd be fucking
Oh,
ace.
that would be
I've done that for
fucking
years.
gold. Likewise, years. I've done that.
Tidy's panicking. Look at the fear in him. He's thinking.
We used to, in my kind of teens and early 20s, we used to smash the mushrooms.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some of the shit that we saw was ridiculous. Like I think I mentioned before about, not to yourselves, but
Yeah.
like we had trips where, like I remember once crossing a footbridge in Thurso, and it's quite a wide enough footbridge, but I remember the skies caught fire and the footbridge shrunk down to
Oh
like,
my god.
like a 3-inch
Yeah.
size, and I had like a tightrope.
Yeah.
And I'm walking over this bridge, and fucking full sight of people walking past, like, arms out, holy fuck, thinking I'm going to fall in the water, holy fuck, it's bouncing like a fucking tightrope. It was wild, man.
I fuck. See, I have I've never really had a bad episode, but I feel like now that I'm older and have had horrible shit happen,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, death and, you know, other shit, and like, I feel like there's
You do look
enough
like it.
damage now within my brain that something bad would
The mushrooms get picked from.
Yeah, and I'm like, it genuinely puts me off.
Yeah.
But
Is
nothing
it-
ventured, nothing gained. So
True.
Saturday night, what are we doing?
Let's do it.
Sitting in his Caravan HQ.
Fucking shrooms.
With a fucking
Let's do
set
it.
of
Caravan HQ.
Let's do
shrooms.
it.
We need, so
we
that's
have to
another
film
thing.
it.
We keep calling this Caravan HQ, so we need to like
Caravan
get some
of love.
product placement and see if like we should like, see if we can get a free caravan from Bailey.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point. Aye.
Yeah, and a night on the mushrooms would be really good.
What we do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what we do. Wait, hear me out here, okay?
Okay.
Might in the mushrooms. I'm talking like fucking super mushrooms. In the Caravan HQ, we get somebody top heavy lovely to then shrink wrap the exterior, so we can't escape. Right? We're in here for at least fucking 6-7 hours.
Someone's
right?
getting stabbed or fucked.
Someone's stabbed and then fucked. Just a strong shrink wrap round and round the fucking cut, so there's no escape. Covering the windows, everything. We're trapped, right?
Yeah.
It's killer pea killed, basically.
Killer be killed.
It's like
We have a gun
it's
with
like
one
fucking
bullet.
the Thunderdome.
You're gonna find me in the fridge.
That's the name of the carbon. It's
pieces.
a Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
A Thunderdome.
Yeah, that sounds like a good Saturday night.
Gentlemen,
Well, just basically like America, but on small scale.
yes, gentlemen. I worry that we're maybe being a bit kind of like a bit too manly and a bit too
Oh, sorry.
misogynistic, right? So
Have
we
we?
need to. Well, I think we need to follow the lead of some influencers from China who are trying to kind of promote women's rights more.
Yep.
You see,
Okay.
and in doing so, what they want to do is they've developed a thing called the Adam's apple cover.
Okay.
So you wear it like opposite around your neck, of course, and it covers your Adam's apple.
Isn't that
Because-
just a
It's a
turtleneck?
scarf.
Well, it's designed so that it covers a sensitive area of the male body, hence the Adam's apple. And it's the same way that women wear bras to conceal their breasts. And it's a unique way simply to empower women and shine a light on gender inequality. So they have these, they're like, like the breathing masks or the
Yeah.
masks you used to get when you were during COVID.
Yep.
But they're tinier and they only cover the Adam's apple,
What
so,
the fuck?
well, you never know when a them is going to get offended by you with an exposed Adam apple when they haven't got one. It's all about not offending people, Boris.
I found a more unique way that was a far more enjoyable way of hiding my Adam's apple.
What's that?
I just ate a fuck ton of pizza and chicken wings the last 20 years. Got fat as fuck and now you can't see it.
I was really wondering where that was going.
That's a fucking genius plan.
It's
and,
good.
you know,
Ice cream.
it's permanent. I don't need to
yeah.
put this on, risk losing it. And
Speaking of ice cream, my mouth is still tingling from that fucking blueberry.
I could go on and on. It was fucking lovely.
It's fucking
I
good.
really enjoyed it.
Feel free, man. There's more here to go. Look, help yourself.
Oh, no, fuck it.
Do it. He's going back in again.
I love sour shit.
I mean, that's fucking uber sour.
So I was having to think about like not that I dwell on things.
No,
I
God,
was having to think about this whole thing with the they them.
Jesus.
Oh, his face is melting.
It's the Bell's palsy. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, holy shit.
He's dying. He's gone pink. Oh, you gone purple.
Holy God.
His lips have gone blue.
Jesus Christ.
It's so stubborn, it's hot.
It's brutal going.
It's like it's spicy.
I gave one to my brother down in Paisley, and he nearly passed out with it as well. Dude, it's hard going.
Christ.
Oh,
I'm alright, I'm back in the room.
It's like 15 seconds of agony and then a bit of pleasure, isn't it?
poor tiny
That's like
Jack
hot
caused a
sauce.
serious point, and you're just sitting there having a fucking Bell's palsy
yeah.
attack. Holy moly.
One of his eyes isn't open.
I was listening.
Still not open.
Jesus.
Oh dear. It's kind of hard to tell a story when you're dying in the corner there slowly. Like melting. Yeah, literally melting.
I'm coming back.
Back in the room, miracle.
Anyways, yeah.
Sorry,
some fucking new nonce appeared in Texas. There's a Baptist pastor's been done. He's over 12 years, 15 years. He's abused these 12-year-old girls systematically and all this kind of stuff, right? But have you ever Googled how many nonces in America are jailed who are ex-religious leaders compared to people who identify as transvestite?
Have not.
It's an interesting experiment.
Come on then.
Well, just on the basis of, who do we think is actually the threat to our
Ex-religious
children?
people.
Yeah.
I know they think that.
Well, it's not ex-religious. It's practicing.
practicing. Yeah, I know they seem to think that trans women
yeah.
and men and
Drag, yeah.
queens are going to be an issue, but they really fucking aren't.
They aren't.
No,
Exactly.
it's
the
your
fucking churches.
It's your fucking nutter churches.
They're
that are the
not
problem.
exactly high.
Anyways,
Holy
it's a
moly.
relatively serious point, but it comes back to the point about the nonces and things.
Well, speaking about nonsense, there was someone published a list recently online that showed, I think it was a public release list of how many people on the sex offenders list are in certain postcodes. Postcodes, sorry.
There's fucking loads around
Well,
here.
I'm pretty sure the postcode for
Really?
Meldrum there's like 17 names that are on the list in Meldrum alone, and
Yeah.
that
Fucking
postcode
hell.
there. But I looked at the postcode for my old street in in Aberdeen,
Come on then.
and that one postcode area, which is not a big area,
No.
postcode for Tillydrone, 56.
Wow.
In that small area, 56
There was
people
3
on
on
the
this
sex
road,
offender. Was there?
And there's only 2 houses. No, I'm joking.
And all 3 of them are you
And he's-
with different
he's two of
names.
them. Exactly.
3 of them are my alter egos. There's Boris. There's.
I mean, it's
But, yeah, there was
obviously
loads in Meldrum.
bloody hell. I mean,
It's fucked up.
Wild.
it's lucky that we don't make any kind of.
Although what I will
nonsense
say as
or-
well, so I'm not defending anyone in their fucking deviancy, but what
Who's
I will
nonsense?
say is I remember a lad that I knew who had fucking been pissed in the street. He was like mooning at people,
Yeah.
and the police had stopped them. Were like,
Stop
"Put your
that.
arse away, you fucking idiot!" Like,
Yeah.
or So that was fine. Fucking 10 minutes later, he's round the corner, fucking arse out, and they lifted him.
Yeah.
And he was on the sex offenders register for like, I think it was about 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah.
For flashing his arse.
For public indecency. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I'm not saying there's not nonsense in Meldrum, but I'm saying is I don't know what
different levels
There's
of
levels.
Yeah, it
nonsense.
might have just been like a fucking pissed guy getting his arse out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or it
obviously,
might have been somebody leching.
I mean, obviously here on the Legion of Extraordinary Miscreants, we take nonsense very seriously. We
Yeah,
never
yeah.
make any kind of...
We're no
whatsoever,
nonsense.
No nonsense! No nonsense! No nonsense! We would not make any kind of small kind of jokes or fun at people who nonce at all, you know. Here it goes, boys! The best bumper in Scotland! Top knots! 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 Oh, gentlemen, it's that time again where we each draw a card from the Meaty Trump's British nonsense.
I got anxiety.
Oh, right. Let me just grab the cards here. Gentlemen,
So what were the categories that we were picking from again? Because what was I again? I was
Well,
fucking...
so our
You're-
categories go like this. We have got physical threat, we've got cockiness,
Yeah.
we've got offences, we've got slipperiness, we've got remorse, and we've got nonsobriety.
Because we were doing it based on our characteristics. 'Cause last week we did cockiness because it was me, didn't we?
Right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Tiny, we're going to go Tiny, so we think Tiny might be a physical threat.
I'm swinging that was
Because
more
you know-
you big fucking...
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, let's see, slipperiness, no. Remorse, no, not really him. Nonsobriety.
Can we not make me the non-sorority one?
Okay. Offences.
Yeah, that works.
Because he's
He
got,
looks like he would be a
go
serial
for it.
offender.
So I'm going
Nice.
to pick a card from the top here because we haven't obviously touched them since last week. So
We've separated the...
yeah, the old ones at the bottom of the pack.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. Take your card on the top there and pass it along. Tiny's got his card there. So we are, of course, looking for a score for offences.
My God.
Oh, cheapers. Okay.
What are we going for?
Tiny
Offences.
offences. So, Tiny, if you want to hit your
Fuck, I'm gonna
score,
lose.
I thought
First
I
of
was
all here.
slipperiness.
slip. Okay,
Nah,
we'll
okay.
go for that then.
I was slipperiness.
Well, it's your choice. What do you want to pick?
I'll
Slipperiness.
go for slippy.
Oh shit. Okay.
Go on then.
Right.
All right. So
What's your slipperiness?
45.
45.
Oh, I've trumped you. I'm 66.
I've talked to you both. I'm 79.
Ooh.
Motherfucker.
So my winner this week is Michael John Carl from, let's see now, he says, pardon me, he ran children's homes for Lambeth Council despite them knowing he was a convicted paedophile.
What?
Aided by a prominent Labour minister in fostering 2 young boys, in 1999 he admitted 35 counts of sexual assault,
Fucking hell.
including buggery, and then was jailed for 10 years. He was... Oh, shit.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting the buggery bit.
Bugging
I'm not. I'm sorry.
His physical, now, here he is. Here's an old man. Here's the old man glasses.
look
You
at
know,
him.
big scarf.
Jesus.
You know, Knots hat.
It looks like Doctor
Right?
Who.
His physical threat is 96. His cockiness 92. His offences 98. Slipperiness 79. Remorse 1. Non-sobriety 94. So quite a slippery character. Boris, you were second place. What do you have there?
I've got You go. I'll finish this sweet.
Okay.
Still working on that blueberry.
Yeah.
Still working the blueberry.
All right, so mine came last. Mine is called Martin Kidd. He's number 9, born 1991.
Okay. Oh, really?
a young'un.
A young one.
Just a
Holy
pup.
shit.
Younger than all of us.
A young nonce.
Fucker.
A new nonce, if you will.
Became the first child sex offender in Britain to be banned from owning any vehicle after trying to lure 2 11-year-old schoolboys into his car.
Holy fuck.
Jailed for 3 years for grooming 3 girls aged 14 and 15 and repeatedly breaking a court order made against him. Physical threat 70, which, if you see the picture, I disagree. Cockiness 89, offenses 72, slipperiness 45, remorse 11, which I think is the highest we've had so
almost
far.
regret this segment.
I know, right?
Wins every time.
This is the one segment that can it makes my teeth fucking dry.
Non-soriety 88. But
fucking hell.
look at him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's Roland Rat.
How the fuck did they not know he was a nonce? If I was to draw one from just pure memory, like
With a crayon.
just a textbook pedo.
Like before they made the Harry Potter films, when they described the character that plays Scabbers the Rat.
Oh,
in human
yes,
form.
okay,
That's
yes.
just
Ah,
what it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like.
Talking about
Points.
because I'm not 4 years old. I watch films for adults. Okay, so I've got Peter Rowell. He's a BBC Bristol TV presenter and radio DJ.
Oh, they love
Shock,
kids.
another BBC
Another
representative.
Yeah.
Born 1958. He admitted 12 sexual assault charges on underage girls and
Admitted.
Yep, and of creating child pornographic photos.
Right.
Fucking
okay.
cunt.
Fucking
Look, ugh, I hate this guy. Groomed children who phoned in music requests to his radio show.
Jesus.
Jailed for 6 years.
Is that
6 fucking years.
6 fucking years in
So
2012.
he'll be out.
Holy, he's out. He's out and
Well,
about.
I think we need to start separating the ones we know are out and start a fucking manhunt.
I mean, we
bad
can't say it on a broadcast.
Yes, we
okay,
can. So we've got, he's a physical threat of 78, cockiness 76. He's not even good at this.
Oh,
fucking
Jesus,
fucking dweeb. Offences were 68,
fucking dweeb.
slipperiness 66, remorse 3, non-soriety 81. Peter, you are a fucking horrible scumbag. I hope somebody hears this that knows you and lets you hear it, you fucking twat.
Holy shit. Oh, for
Look
fuck's
at
sake,
him.
what a scumbag.
Prick.
Well, that was the most teeth-drying segment of any podcast in the world, the Top Nonsense.
Making Boris itchy.
Oh,
The blueberry.
look at my brain itchy. Oh, nonsense. Gentlemen, moving on swiftly from that. Oh, God. Tiny's just necked a fucking blueberry. Look at him. Holy shit. His face is turning completely inside out there. Oh,
Looks better than normal, but
doesn't
fair.
he? I'm fully erect right now.
So am I, but the top nonsense something to do with it.
Shit. Moving on swiftly there from the old Top Nons.
Oh, it's nice knowing you, Boris.
Gentlemen, so we've had, obviously, segments in the past shows. The first one, of course, was the perineum sunning. Challenges, if you will.
Yes.
So that was challenge 1.
And some of us cunts actually did it, didn't we?
Yes, we
You
did.
did.
I did.
I don't have time.
Fuck off.
I horrified my fucking
You had
neighbours.
time to
sunning my
drink until
perineum.
5 a.m., but not the perineum sun.
Well, of course. It's called perineum sunning, not mooning.
That sounds like
Perineum mooning. I,
Sound like
I
your
was out in
wife.
the dark and it just...
I said to the wife, "Well, you can't do the cat litter, but
Fucking idiot.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry. Continue.
So,
Really dying.
we've had perineum sunning. The next challenge, of course, we're still working on, which is the pooping from height.
Drop a jobby.
Drop a jobby, which I believe you've made some steps towards. There was actual plans made today.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
and my wife were gonna we were gonna fucking film me doing it today.
I love the fact that right now I wouldn't dream of saying to my wife, look, go and film me or go and video me shine my ladder into a bucket. Him though, no qualms. She not only was she game for this, she was helping plan the whole thing.
Yeah. I asked her last night and she went, yeah, fine. I said, I'm going to go up a tree and do it from the tree. And she went, cool. And this morning she got up, she said, how the fuck are you getting up the tree? I said, with a ladder. Oh, right, oh yeah. Not why are we doing it? This is fucking mental, we shouldn't be doing it. It was, how do you get up there?
There's no question.
What a
Like
lady.
you said, there's no concern about.
Oh, she's a keeper, like.
You're getting on in years now. Should you really be climbing a tree to shout it? There's no debate about that whatsoever.
No,
It's just how do we do it?
Well,
Oh man.
whereas anything that comes out of this show that I take to my home, it's, are you sure you should be part of that?
I know. I love.
Well,
that
that's the
fact.
normal human response,
Yeah.
in fairness.
I normally get it was a good show, but do you think you maybe went a bit far with this or that? I'm like, well, maybe you're right enough. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, fuck them.
Oh, fuck's sake. So
I don't care.
so of course that's still in progress. That's going to happen, right? I'm going to come out here especially to be filmed shitting at a tree or a ladder or whatever it might be.
Yeah, it
So
needs to have the scaffolding.
I can't do the odd one out.
it's not videos we can share on the socials because we'll get banned.
Why?
But well, I mean,
Blur the job out. It could have been anything. It could have been a tennis ball that we dropped.
it's a fair point actually.
Yeah.
Or if you just filmed a bit,
If we're
hitting
wearing masks, maybe
Prove it.
Exactly, good point.
I think it's
Anyway.
decent exposure still, but
Sorry, we're
next-
totally
maybe just-
derailing your thing here.
No.
but we're also going to get tased.
We're going to get tased. Who's going to tase us?
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
We're in
But
the middle of fucking nowhere.
Scott's got a new challenge. Let's get this challenge.
All right, okay. So the new challenge is right. So there's been a claim. Certainly, this has been a wee claim that's been showing face on the social medias, specifically
Sorry.
TikTok. It's been a thing. Pardon me. My voice is knackered. Let me just get a quick drink of cola here.
By which it means
Loop the
vodka.
throat because fuck me, I was in a coughing frenzy there. So some people are claiming on the TikToks that your testicles have taste buds. So the craze is on TikTok, seemingly, is you to test this theory out, is to dip your not with a sewer plume, right, is to dip your testicles into a bowl of umami flavored soy sauce.
Has to be umami flavored.
I don't know,
Soy sauce.
but I mean, regular, I imagine, would do the job too, you see. So, but there's actual scientific study in 2013 that shows that there are actually taste buds on the testicles, but they're not the same as the ones you have in your mouth, for example, but they're designed,
But they're inside a bag.
they're in a bag, exactly.
So how did we get it through?
there are taste buds on the actual balls themselves, but they're designed, I think, to test for semen or urine, and that's how your body gauges.
Okay.
Not all of us have stapled our testicles and thus have holes.
Yes,
So how do we
exactly, yeah.
how do we get the flavors through?
Well, I think the thing is, it's all about absorption. You know, the umami.
Oh, so we have to hang it in there for a minute or two, like.
Probably, yes. I'd imagine, like, if you stick on TV, put on a bit of EastEnders, you know.
Do you think it
While
matters
your
if they're
balls-
shaved or not?
Oh, good point. I mean, maybe the hair would help kind of grab it, hold it in place, even post dip.
I mean,
You know,
I imagine waxed ones would probably just absorb it because it's just desperate for any care and attention.
I'm
Gentlemen, we
totally
have-
up for
I'm
debunking
up
this
for it.
one.
Yeah.
So the
do it.
theory being is that some people claim that when they do it, they can get a slight taste or slight kind of feeling of that
The
soy
mouth.
sauce. That must be the mouth. I have no idea. But it's from the balls.
Well, so we need to use some strong
Something
flavors.
strong. I'm thinking vodka. Whiskey. I'll dip my balls in whiskey this very evening.
Have you guys ever used a bidet in like France?
Yeah,
Not in France,
but
no,
I've used
but
one.
I've
Yeah.
used a bidet
My
before.
grandparents
Yes.
used to have one. Yeah.
You ever notice that like if you get the right angle and stuff, you get like a
See when you're speaking tiny, try to speak
flavour.
in the microphone rather than
You get
Sorry,
a
yeah.
flavor
side.
yeah like
of shit.
no
A flavor of what?
no just like you can like taste the water.
You can taste the water when you're BD
I
in your
have
arse.
never noticed that.
No.
Have you got taste buds in your
What?
poop chute?
Apparently, people do.
Really?
Yes, people can taste stuff
From the rectum.
from their rectum.
What can we thumb in our rectum? Sewer plumes!
I'm telling you, the state my hole's in today, there's not a fucking chance that's going near me. Because I will pass out and you can't have to take me to hospital and I'm have to explain why.
Right. Let's make this challenge.
And then 3 years later, there'll be a war.
Here's hoping.
Let's make this challenge a double whammy. So we have the soy sauce on the balls, right?
Yep.
Or dipped, marinated in the balls. Something then.
Something in the anus.
What about getting like a thumb full of soy sauce and thumbing it in the anus?
Oh, yeah, cunt, that's going to nip.
Is it going to nip, you think, though? The soy
I mean, I'm
sauce?
up for it. Like,
I mean, I'm game to give it a try.
Definitely up for dangling my balls in something.
Right, so we're dangling our ball. Right, so
I could be dangling my balls later on in somebody's face.
So
But that's a different story.
we've got challenge 2, which is still to be completed, and challenge 3, which is still to be started. So that's where we're at right now. So yeah,
No, but that, I mean, this is well, but like tomorrow night, I get home from work.
Uh-huh.
Daughter's got a carer, so I've got a couple hours spare. I could do it then tomorrow night.
Well, I'm thinking.
I mean,
of course,
she's not going to care if I'm just sitting in the kitchen with my balls in a bowl.
It's a good point, actually. Yeah, she'll
Tatty
do.
soup. Oh, she's a way to make tatty soup. I'll put it in a
Tatty
bowl
soup.
of tatty soup.
Oh, we got. Well, yeah, I'm up for it.
Well, I'm working
I know
night
which-
shifts the
which
next kind of
ball
4
I'll-
nights.
bowl I'll
And it
use.
should be quite kind of quiet, a couple of those nights at least.
I fucking hope.
Oh.
I hope the next time I speak to you, you're telling me you're looking for a job because you've been fired for.
The manager's come in for a spot check at 3
And
in
you're
the morning.
standing there with your fucking.
Scoring over a bowl of umami soy sauce.
Ah, this is how we make whiskey.
Night shifts hit different.
Right, so
Fucking exceptional.
I know that's a plan. So
What the fuck?
I
You
know.
think that's true?
Well, I mean,
think so.
I can't see the flavour permeate the sack. I mean, maybe the anus, maybe would. There's maybe some joy to that one, of course. I have before like thumbed
The
some
whole
chili
thing's
sauce in my
connected.
anus, and that was hell on earth. Like I had to go sit in a bath of cold water to calm
Next
the acid
time
down.
somebody's sucking my balls, I'm going to say, listen, fucking hell, you need to go brush your teeth. I can taste your bad breath from here.
Oh, fucking hell! On that horrible note,
Oh,
that's the
sorry.
end of tonight's show, folks. Thank you very much for hanging around for tonight's show. It's been fucking delightful.
horrible
We will
bastard.
catch you on the flip side, of course. Check us out in the social medias at Miscreants Pod on Instagram, on the Twitters. We will catch you all in the next show, which will be in 2 weeks' time. Thank you all very much. Good night, God bless, and go and dip your balls in soy sauce.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers! Go and shut ladder.
Voices in the haze, Legion has a back, riding through the phase. We fight the noise, extraordinary stand. Miscreants unite in this rebel land.
Yeah! The nigger sauce. That's the worst.